morning, everyone, and thank you for stopping by. Today we've got
Hello,
Scotty the Fish Freak
hello,
with me.
hello.
So today we've got Scotty the Fish Freak with me. He's going to be helping me out with the giveaway tool because I'm just using my phone and I've never used it before, so I'm honestly not sure how to function it at all. So thank you so much, Scotty, for being willing to help me out with that today. Let me move my camera up a
Absolutely.
little off screen. There we
I
go.
found a shrimp.
Nice. Is that
I figured if I'm going to be
fire
on
red
this shrimp, I
cherry,
should
or
have it. Huh?
is that one a fire red cherry, or is that a Blood Mary?
It's a cherry shrimp. That's all I know.
Okay.
It's a Neocaridina.
Oh, okay.
You're the shrimp guy, not me.
Yeah, the big difference is if the pigment is through the body or not, I believe. I've never kept the Bloody Marys yet myself, so I haven't seen them in person.
Now, I would real quick like to make it known that to the chat that I wake up looking this beautiful.
You didn't have to do your hair this morning?
Like that. This is how you get me, you know? Like
Yep.
I'm just always popping up like this. Whereas Crypt Keeper here, you know, he's like all chipper and ready to go, and it's freaking 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm still having my damn coffee.
Yeah, I usually wake up around 5 or 6 in the morning.
You're crazy.
It's just this internal alarm clock, and I happen to beat the alarm clock that's set in my phone by a few hours every morning.
Jeez.
Gotta love insomnia.
Crypt, you got 15 people. How about if I say hi to them real quick for you?
All right.
Scuba Steve Vlog, Lady R, ABC, that's Kenny with an I, Fishion Tactics, Crown Tail Half Moon, Mexicali, good mornings. And scrolling down, Aquarium Daily's here, good morning. And we have Shark Fin Adventures, that's a new one for me, I don't recognize that one, good morning, welcome. Beta Aqua, the wheel calls it Aquatix, it's really Aquatics, Beta Aquatics, there we go, can't even talk, it's so early. I can't talk to anybody, I have to talk. Brandon is here. I don't know who Brandon is here, but hello. Fish Frenzy Addiction is here. That's another new one. You got all kinds of different people. This is awesome. Red Laser, good morning. Frank Basanta is from New York City. I don't know who it is, but good morning. And Alashon, Scotty is everywhere. You never know where you're going to find me. Oh, boy. Obidi Ba Channel. Good morning. Fish Dreams. And Zim's Aquatics and Hobbies. Good morning. You got all kinds of different. Jimmy P's in the house. I woke up at 5 a.m. for this. No, you didn't. You wake up early anyway. All right, I'm caught up.
Wow, we got a lot of people here. Good morning, everyone.
Look at that shout out. I love it.
All right, so Lady R, thank you so much for being an awesome mod and sharing links. We didn't discuss this beforehand, but thank you for sharing the Garden of Eaters link because I'm going to be doing a giveaway for a $30 gift card to the Garden of Eaters store.
Nice.
And it just so happens that it is enough to be able to order yourself one of these nice hats here. Then the shirts are also $30 or less on the site, so for those of you up in Canada, I'm pretty sure he does ship to Canada as long as it's not live products, so no plants or no shrimp. But that would be open to the Canadian viewers as well. So definitely go check out that website.
And look at this. We're celebrating 400, but what's your number at now?
Last I checked, it was 459. So I'm climbing pretty quickly.
It's funny. You and I, we're like right at the same number, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I think you got like 2 or 3 on top of me, and it's probably some of these names in here. I don't recognize half these names. This is awesome.
Yeah, a lot of fun, exciting people here. Only the cool kids show up at 9 in the morning.
Nice. Let's see here. There we go. There's some links.
All right. Thank you so much, Lady R, for sharing all of those links for me.
She's a nice lady. Let's see. Put in some plugs for fellow shrimp. Awesome.
We both tried to click the link at the same time to show it on the screen.
Mountain Greenery, good morning.
Good morning, Mountain.
Has Clash behind me. What? Crayfish Empire. Crayfish Empire is pretty awesome too. They sell shrimp food also.
So actually, I do have the Clash ready to go here in my browser, and we will be talking about that in a little bit.
Oh, oh, you're fancy. You got a freaking
one of the
I have a green screen. You got a whole TV.
Yeah, so one of the updates I wanted to talk about is I finally have the air pump going, the closed loop air system. That's up and running. I talked about it last week on stream. And nice. I do have the TV mounted again up there. So my shrimp rack is finally complete again. It's all one piece again. I love it.
How many tanks?
I've got 11 tanks on the rack. I've got a bucket over here next to the rack. Over here on the floor, I've got 3 portrait tanks. 2 of them are filled and stocked. 1 of them is still cycling.
Now, what size is the portrait tank?
What's that?
What size are they? The
They're a 5-gallon tank made by Marineland.
Okay. Good morning, Rico.
Over here on top of the dresser, I've got the 20-gallon, the cull tank.
Nice. That's awesome.
Then the room next to me, I've got a 10-gallon, and downstairs I've got a 75-gallon. So that makes 18 vessels of water right now, full of life. So that's super, super exciting.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. And you got 21 people in here. Good morning, everyone.
Wow. That's super exciting. Thank you all for showing up so early in the morning. I know it can't be easy for some of you.
No.
So that's the first update I wanted to talk about is I got that rack all finished up.
You have a question real quick.
Yep.
Did you finish escaping the betta tank?
I did not. I'm waiting on an order to arrive from KJE Aquatics. I've got some planes coming in for that. So that'll I'll have a video update on that hopefully later in the week. If not, definitely next week.
Nice.
And
good morning, Kelly Foreman. And another new name that I don't recognize, Jennifer Jenkins. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for stopping by. So I will have a video update on that tank coming up.
Awesome.
I'm still fighting tannins on it because I put like a 7-pound chunk of Mopani in a small 5-gallon tank. Not my smartest choice by any means, but it looks cool. I just hope the water clears up enough to be able to start seeing stuff.
It's good for the water. It's good for the animals. It's not bad, but it is going to take a lot of water changes.
Yes. Yep.
That's right.
And I did hang some Purigen in there, so hopefully that can help strip some of the tannins out.
Yeah.
The first pouch of Purigen is pretty much completely dark brown. So I think I've used all of the powers from that Purigen bag. I've got another one I will be tossing in there later today to swap out and hopefully try to get the tannins down a little bit. A few days ago, I did get some neon tetras that I put into that tank.
Oh, cool.
So they're in with the beta, help the beta feel a little more comfortable seeing some smaller fish around. And hopefully the beta's not going to be hiding constantly for me. So we did that. I do have an unboxing to do. Hopefully it arrives later today. But only Oscars has sent out my Fish Fam Christmas winnings. It's a couple of plushies.
Nice.
And that's part of the reason why I got the neon tetras. That way it'll match one of the plushies that I've won. So we'll get that going. Get that video up hopefully today. If not, just be on the lookout the next couple of days. I'll have an unboxing of that. Last Tuesday, I was a guest on Pegasister Rena's channel with Lady R as a guest as well. And what I was doing on there, I was making some moss mounts. I was in the middle of doing them anyway for my own purposes, and she needed some help on her stream. She sent a message in Fishcord and asked if anyone wanted to be a guest. So I was up there, and so I showed the process of how I turned these coconut shells here into moss mounts, which I've got behind me in the purple metallic tank. I'll zoom into that in a minute here. But basically what I did, I took some bolt cutters and I cracked the shell into smaller pieces like this.
Okay.
And how they sit in the tank, they also double as like a shrimp hide.
Oh.
So the shrimp can actually crawl up underneath there because it's a curved shell. So
and then how do you attach
super
moss?
Yes, I attach moss. I just use some regular thread, which I am going to be untying them all and using a different thread. I realized afterwards that this one here is made with polyester. So that's not actually going to break down in the tank like I was hoping. It'll still show the thread for a few years, and I was hoping for in a few weeks it would just disintegrate after the moss is able to attach itself to the shell.
Got a couple more people to say good morning to. We have Jenna P, Jamie's here, and Jennifer Weaver just snuck in.
All right, good morning.
And an important question for you as well from Rico. What are you doing 14th at 7 p.m.? He wants to take you on a date.
Let's do it.
There you go.
Let's do it, Rico.
That's exciting.
Yes, it is.
14th. That date sounds familiar. Not that I'm invited.
So the 14th at 7 p.m.
Yeah, it's a Monday.
Yep.
Oh, Valentine's Day. That's romantic.
Aw.
And Boots Cats just snuck in. Good morning.
Good
What's your
morning.
record for number of people? Do you know?
I was in the 30s one week. I don't know the exact number.
Well, you might want to look it up because you're in the 30s already.
Yeah, I'd have to close out of this window on my phone.
Don't do that.
No, I don't want to mess up the stream accidentally. That would be my luck. So we covered the moss mounts. We covered the rack. The Cory eggs that I talked about a couple of weeks ago that I found.
Mm-hmm.
I did not get them to hatch. They turned to fungus.
Wow.
But I do have another Cory egg that I just spotted this morning on the glass up here, so I'm just going to leave it in the tank this time. I'm not going to try to remove that one.
Okay.
And the Cory is full of eggs again. I can see it in her belly, so hopefully I get some more, and then I can play around with some methylene blue or maybe even toss it in the tank full of tannins and see if that'll keep the fungus off.
Actually, that's a really good idea. Yeah.
So I'm hoping one of these days I'll figure out a method that works for me in particular. There's 10 ways to arrive at the right answer. It's just finding the one that works for you personally.
That's a very common thing in killifish keeping is, there's tons and tons of killifish keepers across the world. And you can go to, let's say the Keystone Clash was nothing but killifish speakers. So you could have 6 killifish speakers at the Keystone Clash, and each one of those talks could be about the same topic and a totally different way how to do it.
Yes.
Totally different way.
Absolutely. Each one of them
arguing against each other. It's very entertaining.
Yep. Well, and each one of the tanks are their own experiment specifically. So some of my tanks I do completely differently than other tanks with the same parameters, same inhabitants.
Right.
It's just all what happens to work for that tank in particular.
Yeah.
So Lady R mentioned that she can give a shout out to Crayfish Empire and Shrimp Envy if I'd like, and absolutely, please do. Once we start talking about the Keystone Clash, I was going to share the shrimp cookies that I got from Annette. She gave me a sample of them. So I was going to do a feeding in my cull tank and let you guys watch the Cory cats and the shrimp crawl all over them. So that would be a great opportunity to share the link to those cookies if you don't mind.
Nice.
Scrolling through chat.
Oh, I'm all caught up on there. I got you.
Okay. Well, if you're going to keep up with chat, I won't have to look awkward just scrolling here. So
I got you.
All right, you're the best, Scotty. Thank you. So for the giveaway, do you want to start that in about 10 minutes or so, and we'll
How long
start
are we
talking
going
about the
for? 3
question?
hours, 4 hours?
Just an hour typically. If we go a little shorter or a little longer, no worries.
I'll start. Well, while you're talking, I'll start setting it up for you.
Okay. So the last thing I wanted to show for updates, I'm gonna turn my camera off for a second so you guys aren't getting dizzy while I flip it around, and I'll show you the crypt pots that I did 4 or 5 weeks ago with you on stream, Scotty, for my first stream.
Nice.
So there's some exciting things happening with those. So
I'll
be right back in a second.
Let's see here. Well, then while he's doing that, I'm gonna stop setting that up so I can pay attention to people because people matter. And thank you, Lady R, for dropping the link for Shrimp Envy and Crayfish Empire. They both have excellent products. I have both of them. I do have some Shrimp Envy. I don't know what they're called, but they come in these nice little packages. And I think I got some of the sticks maybe from them as well, if memory serves me right. And then Crayfish Empire, I have quite a Crayfish Empire, I have quite a few items as well. I have the snail cookies, snail pellets, and some other things that I feed it to everybody. Everybody eats it. Up there, I have a mystery snail and bristlenose pleco tank, which they'll eat whatever I throw in there. And then I have, of course, 3 or 4 shrimp tanks that do the same thing as well.
Yeah.
Real quick, I want to say welcome back to ABC Kenny, and Freshwater Ichthyology is here. Hello and good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Kenny. How you doing, Rebecca? All right, so these here are the 3 different pots that we planted about a month ago or so. And this first one, if you remember, we...
I'm going to make you big. There you go.
Okay, this first one here, we chopped off all of the leaves, and it's already growing back new growth. I've got about 5 new leaflets on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a small little one down here. The second one, we still have a lot of the old growth on there, but we do have a little bit of new growth down in here. So that's this leaf here, this one here, and nope, that one's old growth too. So we got 2 new leaves on this one, and that one we just left with the full leaves on there. This third one over here was the one that was struggling, and we do have some new growth on here, and the old growth is deteriorating pretty rapidly.
Okay. So now, what kind of crypts are they?
Those are red Wentii.
Wentii.
Yep.
I just got one of them from the auction. I think it was from Alish. No, it wasn't from Alishon. It was from, I forget who, but I did just get one actually.
Oh, okay, very cool. Do you remember which color morph it was?
It was red.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Now, when you put what substrate is that? Is that Flugel Stratum?
No, that is the Brightwell. It's the black variety.
Black? It's not black. It's red.
I'm sorry. The substrate down in the tank is the black variety.
Oh.
That's Brightwell brown.
Okay.
In the pots. I'm sorry about that.
I was like, wait a second, what's wrong? What do you use any plant weights or anything, or do you find that holds them in well?
No, I'm just letting the soil itself grab onto everything. Occasionally, if I'm replanting like stem plants or something, they will pop up.
Yeah.
And I find if I plant them down in at a slight angle, it's going to help to prevent them from floating back up. And once they start forming their roots within like a week or so, that's when they'll stop floating up to the top for you.
Right. And is that a CO2 tank or no?
It used to be.
Oh.
I took the CO2 out about 3-4 weeks ago or so. And I'm going to be moving that downstairs into the 75 gallon. to try to get those plants to start going a little bit better for me.
Okay.
That tank is struggling a little bit.
So I just finished hooking up my CO2 system for the first time.
Yep.
It's a pain in the butt. It's well, no, let me phrase that. It's a learning curve for me, and I'm having a little bit of a struggle for some simple reasons. The diffuser that I got it's a steel diffuser, which is really nice, but it doesn't fit over the it's meant for a rimless tank, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So I had to put the whole thing in the tank, but then it's hard to secure it. Like, I can use suction cups, but I hate suction cups. They don't work. I don't have perfectly spotless tanks, and so I had to like kind of wedge it in there.
Yep.
And then the regulator I got it's an F zone or something like that. It's not a high quality one. It works, but I don't think it's a high quality. So, for example, my working pressure, I have been struggling to get it set properly. So when I first set it up, it was just above 50. And, I let it sit for a day or two, and it did go down a little bit. And then I tried turning it down, and I am just really struggling to get it below 50. I think it's at 50. Hold on, I took a picture. Let me look here. See what I can't. Yeah, 50. So I'm like really close to getting it below 50, but it's definitely a struggle. Yes, because it was yesterday. It was at it was almost at 60 yesterday, and now I do have it lower, but it's still not where it should be or where it needs to be.
Oh, okay.
The other issue I'm running into is the little glass ball looking thingy that holds the CO2 juice.
The drop checker?
Yes.
Something like this in here?
Yep. So, you have yours above the water.
Well, I'm overdue for a water change.
Oh, okay.
I'll be honest.
The suction cup's not holding in place. So I've dumped that juice in there like 2 or 3 times now. I'm trying to like rig something to hold it as a backup. It's still just not quite holding based on the shape of it. So yesterday I ordered on Amazon some of the magnet replacements that can replace the suction cup, so it can connect the same way, but it's actually a magnet. And
all right.
In getting that, I was also thinking if I run into problems with the little glass pots that you and I both have there, that might be a good replacement for them as well. But knock on wood, those things are holding. I have not had them fall at all.
Oh, beautiful.
So
yeah, I really hate suction cups.
Yeah. Have those been holding?
Yeah, those have been holding. I haven't had to put them back on yet. This one here is forming a little bubble underneath. So
okay.
I'm assuming that one's going to be dropping soon, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that's all right. I just wanted to put the camera at a straight on view so that you guys can see just how far down my water is.
Nice. Real quick, what are we going to make the hashtag for the giveaway?
Hashtag Road to 500. So that's how many subscribers I need to participate in the Keystone Clash YouTube area.
So hashtag 500?
Road to 500.
Road to. Darn long hashtags. There we go.
I've got it here on the screen. I wrote it right on the front of the tank.
Oops. Well, I messed it up.
Oh.
hold on.
So while you get that entered, I'm going to be feeding some snail cookies that I got at the Keystone Clash last year.
Nice.
And every time I've fed these, the shrimp love them, the Corys love them, the snails all love them, obviously. So we'll put a decent-sized chunk in there today. There you go. It's over here in the right dish.
So there you go, everyone. Road to 500 is what you want to enter in. Hashtag Road to 500 for a $30 gift card to the Garden of Eater, which just so happens to be the perfect amount to buy one of them new sexy hats. Real quick, I'm going to say some hellos, or at least catch up in chat here. Fishy on Tactics is here. Hello.
Good morning.
Jenna P says, the great thing about crypts is that they can recover pretty well as long as their roots are still in decent condition.
Absolutely.
Rico Stan this morning just left a Brightwell Brown. We'll let that one go. Let's see here. How big does that crypt get, Lady R would like to know?
I've only seen it get about 6, maybe 7 inches personally in my tanks. The lower the light you go, the taller it will get, though. So if you want it to stay a little bit shorter, increase the intensity of light a little bit.
Right. And Vertigo is here. Good morning. Jeremy is here. Good morning. And there's everyone entering in the hashtags. And Vertigo must not be in the U.S., but wishes they were so that we could meet.
Yeah, he's in Germany, I believe.
Well, in Vertigo, hitch a ride with Andreas Tonke from Germany and come to the Keystone Clash. Andreas is coming from Germany. And
nice.
Jamie has a few magnetic mods to replace suction sucks. If you want them, just send me a PM. Awesome.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Maybe you could have Jamie on a stream with you sometime and do a live demonstration of that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Last weekend, just before the Garden of Eater stream, I was messaging Jamie, and funny story, I happened to also be fiddling with some power cords and had my phone in my hand, accidentally pressed the video call button. So in a frenzy, I closed out and apologized. And oh, man, that was definitely a little embarrassing, but
it happens.
Yeah.
We have Victor Castaneda here. Welcome. And Liquid Rock Aquatics is here. Good morning. SC Catahulas. Good morning.
Good morning.
All kinds of people. Kelly Foreman and Kelly Foreman's boyfriend, I believe it is in Germany right now. His name is Jake. He's a nice guy. And he just sent me a picture of the pastry he's eating.
You better be bringing some back for you, Kelly.
And Fish Streams is here. Good morning. I think I may have already
Good morning.
Fish Streams. Hold on. I want to, let's see here. How do I do this? Let's make Crypt big so we can see. Hold on. There we go.
Cool. Thank you. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was some of the things I brought home from the Keystone Clash last year. So the snail cookies was something that I brought home. And as you can see, the shrimp love it. The Corys love it. I've got panda guppies in here that love it. The panda guppies came from the Clash. The Corys came from the Clash. And then in here, I've also got CPDs that came from the Clash, but they're not quite as ambitious to go for foods on the ground. But they're right up here. So there's a lot of really, really cool stuff that you can get at the Clash if you guys head down. I'm gonna, in a minute, I'll show some more stuff that I got while I was at the Clash. But Scotty, what are some of the cool things that you brought home from the Clash last year?
Oh boy, let's see here. Well, I think the best thing I brought back was the best of show for Killifish.
Oh, that's super exciting.
An award. That was pretty awesome. That was really exciting because, as everyone knows, Killifish are my love. So that was pretty awesome. I placed in a couple other classes as well, which was pretty awesome. I did not really bring back any livestock. It's just too challenging. Last year, I honestly didn't even really get to go around the Clash and enjoy it that much.
Okay.
It was a year of growth for us, and a bit more than we were expecting. But that's a good problem to have. We had, it was a huge success attendance-wise, which was one of our intentions. That last year we did not charge high prices or even close to it for what it was. We purposely charged a low amount because we wanted to get everybody back after COVID, and it worked. It worked. We charged a low amount to get everybody back to it, or to it, that maybe not even back. There was a lot of new people, mostly thanks to the Fish Fan. And, that was our marketing strategy for the event, and it worked. And I can already say that it worked, not only because of our attendance last year, but we are in the first week of February, and we have just about passed our attendance numbers already for every other Keystone Clash that we've ever had, except for last year. And we are on track to passing the 2022 numbers, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
That's super, super exciting.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
But
there were a lot of cool people there last year that I did get to meet, and there's also a lot that I happened to miss. I was only there for one night and then a little part of Saturday morning. But, let's see. Go ahead.
We have let's see here. I'm looking at the numbers real quick. I'm all about statistics. I love statistics.
Yep.
Excuse me. So last year was our second highest fish show event. We had 329 entries. Our record was in 2019 with 353. So the goal for this year is to pass the 2019 number.
Very cool.
And then our all-inclusive attendance in 2022 was 238. I believe that says. I can't even read my own writing. Prior to that, the busiest was 160. And we are just about at 160 already, if not over already.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the same for the vendor rooms. Last year, we doubled our busiest vendor registration ever, with 38 vendors taking up about 58 vendor spaces. I actually think that number's a little low. But we are on track to passing that number as well.
Oh, wow. That's super exciting. I can't wait.
It's going to be a big one.
Yeah. So at the show, if you do have a long travel and don't want to bring any livestock home, there are options for some artwork.
Yeah.
This one here came from RC Beams, Bex. So definitely check out her YouTube channel, and she's also got a store online. It's posted on the fishfam.link website. But this print in particular came from Liquid Zoo OnlyFins for being a Patreon member for the fishfam.link.
Nice.
I did buy some artwork from Bex while at the show, and that beta that I got from her got gifted to my cousin because it looked just like her beta that she had just had passed away a few weeks prior to the show. So,
that's nice of you.
Yep. So I got that with my cousin in mind. So that's hanging up at her house now, and so there's a lot of artwork vendors. I did get a cichlid print from Sam Scales. That looks super cool. I don't have it in the room with me right now, but I'll show that next time.
Nice.
And then you could also get some foods.
I got that before.
So I got these here from the Garden of Eaters stands. They're little lollipops for your shrimp to snack on.
Yeah.
And at the time, he didn't have them on his website, so that was super exciting for me to see these offered at the Clash first.
Nice.
There's a food line that I was wanting to try for a while that I picked up at the Clash. That's Cats Aquatics calcium chips.
Okay.
There you go. I'll open it up to kind of show you what they are. They're these chips of food, and there's 3 different formulas. There's a protein and immunity and a general nutrition formula. So I do have all 3 jars of that. So that's super exciting to be able to see all these different vendors that, you had intentions of ordering from and for whatever reason just didn't get around to it yet.
And it's also nice to be able to sometimes look at the product firsthand before buying it.
Oh, absolutely. And then if you're picking it up from the show, there's 0 shipping fees.
Right,
so that's another bonus.
Real quick, I want to catch up here and chat real quick because we got all kinds of activity going on. We got Johnny from Dan's Fishes here. Hello and welcome. Elaine is here. Welcome. Jenna would like to know if we're going to carve out time this year to enjoy the Clash. I hope so. I really do hope so. Let's see here. Lady R is dropping those links. And Daniel Velez is here. Good morning and welcome. Yellowstone Aquatics is here. I'm not sure if I said hello. Good morning. Patty's Petite Tanks is here. Good morning. And here's Jennifer Weaver again. And Red Laser. And Greg's Planet Tanks is here as well. Good morning. As a reminder to everyone, please enter hashtag Road to 500 to win a $30 gift card to the Garden of Eater.
Yes. So I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. I've got the Neon Tetris just came to the front over here.
That's the Tannins tank.
Hidden up in here. What was that?
Is that the Tannins tank?
Yeah. Let me get the camera closer for you.
All right.
So
you didn't even have to zoom in the Tannins.
And that's the beta in there. Hopefully you guys can see through the glare.
Not. Oh, yeah, there it is. I see it.
Move the water sprite out of
the way. There we go, right there. Yep. Don't move.
Then I do have that bag of Purigen that I was talking about hanging up here. Just using like a potato chip bag, but it's pretty black already. So that's going to get swapped out later today. And I'm running sponge filters, so I've got the outflow pointed at the bag, and it's seeming to have enough flow for the Purigen to turn color anyway, so I'm hoping that it's working efficiently for me.
It'll take some time, I'm sure.
Yeah, yep. And then this here is the Moss Moms that I was talking about.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So he tidies up the tank quite well, and hopefully I can get the moss attached to the shells without producing too much hair algae or anything. And I do want to switch out the thread that I was using for that.
And what do you want to switch it to?
Cotton-based thread. That way it's biodegradable and it'll break down in a couple of weeks once the moss starts attaching itself.
That's pretty cool.
Alshon
brings up a good point that both the Garden of Eder and Cats Aquatics are donating to the Bucks County Aquarium Society annual auction, which is going to be April 22nd in Pennsylvania. I say Pennsylvania because I know Pennsylvania is a big state, but this auction is so big that it is worth the drive. We have people from out of state that drive to the Bucks County annual auction every year because it is that big of an auction. We haven't had it in a few years just because of the pandemic and everything. So we've had it. I guess the last one was either 2018 or 2019. So we've got a few years of catch up to do, and it's going to be huge. In the past, it has been bigger than the Keystone Clash's auction.
Okay.
I mean, it is literally an all-day auction, and we do get a lot of donated items thanks to the wonderful supporters such as Grant and Shelby and Cats Aquatics. So
very cool. So one thing I did want to let you guys know about, if you have a channel on YouTube, you can contact fishfam.link and get yourself one of these really cool lanyards.
Yeah.
With your channel name and a QR code.
Look at that.
That way, while you're at these events, everyone knows who you are, and they'll be able to click it quickly and take a picture of it and be able to find your channel. And Scotty, are these going to be given away as for the Keystone Clash as well? Is that what I heard? Or something similar, anyway. Nice.
So, FishFam.link is on their way to becoming a sponsor for the Keystone Clash again by donating lanyards that are going to be just like the ones that we just held up, but they're also going to say Keystone Clash on them. Okay. So instead of the, for lack of better terms, shoestrings that the lanyards were made out of last year, we're going to actually have lanyards this year, thanks to Matt and FishFam.link. Awesome. And then everyone's not getting one of the nice cards like we have, but you will be getting one of those nice lanyards.
Yeah, okay. Very cool. So how many people do we have entered so far for the giveaway?
Oh, hold on. Where'd it go? I gotta find it. There it is. But you probably can't read that anyway.
No, so, it's too small on my screen.
28. That means there's 2 people, probably you and me, that have not entered.
Oh, okay. Cool. Give it like 5 more minutes and then we'll do the drawing.
Perfect.
And for those of you who are just coming in, it is for a $30 gift card to the Garden of Eder's website, which just so happens to be enough to get one of these really cool new hats. The shirts on there are less than $30, so you'll even have $1 or $2 towards shipping if you get one of the shirts. All of the shrimp that I've ever ordered from them is always high quality, always super, super healthy. They don't ship any livestock out of the U.S., but I know they've sent some dry goods up to Canada, so hopefully you folks up in Canada are able to work something out with Grant and Shelby on that.
Nice. Let's see here. A double-sided card is only $15 if you would like to order one from FishFam.link.
So I got mine double-sided just because I'm not going to remember to have the correct side flipped at any time.
Right.
Usually I'm too busy walking around, looking around, and, you know.
Yeah. Are you going to be entering some shrimp into the fish show this year?
Yes, I will be.
Nice.
I haven't decided which ones I'm entering yet, but I'll definitely bring some of them.
Awesome.
And then I do have a couple of pictures I want to get printed off to see how the resolution transfers to paper, because they were taken with my phone. So hopefully the picture looks good once it's actually printed out.
Oh,
and
nice.
I'm hoping to be able to enter in the photo contest as well.
Oh, that's awesome. That's based on the past, that would probably be a relatively easy one to place in, because we normally don't get that many entries.
Okay.
A lot of the classes, at least the last couple years, especially 2021, we don't get that many entries, and so like we have 3 awards for every class, and sometimes we only give out 1 or 2 because we don't get the entries.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But on the flip side, there's some classes that we get, 20 entries.
Yeah.
So, all right. It's about that time to hit the button, I think.
Okay, let's see who won the $30 gift card to the Garden of Eater.
Let's see. I want to make it
Good luck, everyone.
How do I... Hold on. I got to press buttons first. Oh, whoa. That's me. Why can't I make that one big? There it is.
There we go.
Last call for hashtag Road to 500 to win a $30 gift certificate to the Garden of Eater. And real quick before I hit it, just so I don't get too behind in chat. Oh, there we go. Chris hitting buttons. Perfect. Where will the Keystone Clash be this year? It is in Morgantown, Pennsylvania. But distance should not matter. We have multiple people this year coming from Canada, Washington State, California, Florida, and everywhere in between. We even have someone from Germany. All right. I got to go over here, and then I hit draw.
All right, good luck. Let's see who it is.
Rico!
Wow, congrats, Rico.
Look at that, Rico. Nice.
So later when you send me an email with the link to the live stream that I'll be a part of, I'll send over the gift card for you. Super cool.
Go. Congratulations,
neighbor.
Nice. That's exciting.
So, Scotty, just a couple of questions on the Clash before we end that I had. If someone just wants to go shopping at the vendor booths, is there going to be a separate fee for that, or do they have to buy the whole package, or how does that work?
Real quick before I answer you, Rico is gifting that gift card to Mexicali.
Oh, very cool.
So Mexicali, please email Cryptkeeper at
cryptkeeperaquatics@gmail.com. And my email is on the fishfam.link website as well, if one of the mods can post my fishfam link.
Perfect. All right, so sorry. Your question was if someone is coming like just for the day to go in the vendor room, do they have to register? So this year, no, you do not have to register for that.
Okay.
However, if you are not registered, not a member of the Cichlid Club of York, not a member of the Aquarium Club of Lancaster County, then you do have to pay $5.
Okay.
At the door.
All right.
And we've never done that in the past. The reason that we are doing it this year is honestly because we want to track how many walk-ins we get. And that's one of the easiest ways to do it. Is $5. It's a cheap, easy amount. And, we'll jot down, we'll keep a tally, and it just makes it easy.
Okay.
Because we want to know how many walk-ins we're getting, so that we can tell vendors, hey, you're a vendor, and you can expect to see this much foot traffic come through. And it gives us actual data that we can provide to our vendors, which really helps them as well. In the past, we've been able to tell them how many people we had registered and how many people walked in and bought registrations, but we've never been able to track how much foot traffic just walks through that is not registered. Because we are pretty confident that there are quite a few.
Yeah. Yep. So if someone only has a 1 day pass and they are leaving the hotel the next morning, like I did last year, would they still have to pay that $5 fee to enter the vendor room again before heading home, or
So the
how does
single
that
day
work?
pass, again, I'm a very open, transparent person. I do
Yep.
not recommend that single day pass.
Yep.
The single day pass is the difference in cost between the single day pass and the full registration. Um, is especially if you buy it using the early bird discount, which is over now. But the cost difference is made up in the goodie bag and the shirt that you get.
Yes. Yep.
So, and maybe one beer in the hospitality room. You know, that
Yep.
alone, it makes up the difference. So, if you buy a single day pass and buy a shirt and go to well, actually, you can't even go to the hospitality room, but you're gonna, the value is made up. You're better off just buying that full registration. Now, if you do buy a single day pass and you want to go in the vendor room, of course, the next day, that's perfectly fine.
Okay. And then what about the auction?
The
How
auction,
does the auction work?
you don't need to be registered for the auction to attend it. But if you do want to bid on something in the auction, you need to have a bidder card. If you are not registered, if you don't have a registration, then you do need to buy the bidder card.
Okay.
And I want to say that's $5 as well. I forget the exact amount, but
Okay. And
it's
if we would like to enter some fish, plants, or shrimp into the auction,
yes,
uh, do we have to be a member of that club?
no,
Okay.
nope. Anyone can enter stuff into the auction. It is done through mygroupauctions.com is how you do it. Make sure you enter in all the information so that we can get you your money. We'll mail it. In the past, we've done it different ways. Sometimes we'll pay you right then and there. Other times we've mailed checks. Um, we have not decided how we're going to do it this year. I personally prefer to pay right then and there, but it takes a lot of manpower to do that
Right.
because, we're doing a 6 to 8 hour auction with a lot, literally hundreds of items, to finish all the reporting and calculations and pay all during that time. It does take a lot of people, but we have done it in the past, and it does make it, it's nice to be able to finish it right then and there. But sometimes we do need to mail checks. But My Group Auctions is a great website, and you have to create a login, but it allows you to post pictures of your items, which we put on the big screen, on the projector screen in the auction room. And then it gives you the lot number to write on your product, on your bag, or it gives you the ability to print an Avery mailing label that puts the description, your name, and the lot number, and then you can just stick it right to your item,
Okay.
which is really nice. It is going to be a live goods only auction this year, unless the item is a donation to the Clash. So if you have an air pump that you want to put in the auction, you can do it, but you're not getting any money for it. We're going to get the money for it.
Okay.
In the past, it's been more of like, we want to have quality, nice items coming through. In the past, people have been putting broken stuff in and damaged stuff just to get rid of it and try to get a couple dollars for it. But we want the auction to be a little higher quality than that. Also, an air pump for a 10-gallon tank. Sometimes we'll get 20 of them in the auction. Well, there's not 20 people looking for a 10-gallon air pump.
Right.
Um, So it kind of draws out the auction. So there will be dry goods in the auction because we get stuff donated to us that we put in from manufacturers and businesses and such. And then again, anyone's more than welcome to put stuff in there as a donation, but everything else is going to be live goods. And if you have live goods to put in the auction, I recommend that you do it because you can make some good money. Like what's the most common item you have in your fish room, Tim?
Probably the panda guppies.
All right, panda guppies. A panda guppy is a very common item in your area, maybe, or in your sector of the fish hobby, but there could be someone from some other area that can't get a panda guppy. And while a panda guppy might go for $1 for you, it might go for $20 for someone else.
Oh, okay.
So you never know.
Yeah, people are coming from all over the place, so.
Right. And you know, again, we're trying to limit the number of items per item. I don't know if I said that right, but for example, let's say you have 300 panda guppies and you put them in bags of, I don't know, 50. You would have to do 5 bags of 50 or 6 bags of 50, whatever the math is. It's too early for math. But we are going to have a limit of 5. A person can only enter up to 5 items of this, 5 lots of the same item. There we go. Can't freaking
okay. Talk. Yeah, the local club here does something similar like that.
Yeah. We've actually done that in the past, but sometimes we do forget to put that in the rules, and sometimes we do forget to enforce it. But again, that draws it out as well when you have 10 bags of guppy grass from one person. And then you get 5 people bringing in 10 bags of guppy grass. Well, that's too much guppy grass.
Yep. All it takes is 1 or 2 little strains, and your whole fish room's going to have it in a couple months.
So, yeah. What else you got?
The Give a Kid a Tank. How does that work?
Give a Kid a Tank is an amazing program event that we host every year at the Keystone Clash. It's something that we do love hosting. So we get tanks donated from Aqueon, complete setups, tank, hood, I think it comes with a filter, light, all that stuff. We get them donated, the complete kit from Aqueon, and we get substrate, plants, and fish donated from anybody and everybody. Everybody donates to Give a Kid a Tank because it's such a great cause. And we set them up at an area, and our volunteers work with the kids to set up a tank and teach them why we are doing what we're doing with them.
Okay.
And so we teach them about the nitrogen cycle in a very simple way. We, teach them like, hey, you don't want to overstock this. And hey, don't forget, you got to clean this filter pad. And we go through the whole process. And the kids get to take the entire tank and contents, livestock, and everything home with them. And it is 100% free. We don't charge at all for that, for any of it. Again, all the product is donated. They get to take it for free. It's for under the age of 18, under being the key word there.
Yep. It is Give a Kid a Tank, not give an adult a tank.
Correct. Sometimes people get confused with that.
Yeah, we're all kids at heart, but...
Yeah, exactly. And registration for that will be on the website as we get closer to the event.
Okay. Super cool. And you're looking for some more sponsors on a few of the classes, right?
Yes, we have probably 14 or 15 classes that are left. and it's I forget which ones they are. If you want to put them up on the big screen behind you, it's easy to figure out though.
Yeah, sure.
All you gotta do is go to sponsors, and the ones that are out of stock are ones that are spoken for already. And I'll make them big. There we go. And if you scroll down, no, hold on. Click on Become a Sponsor. I'm sorry.
Okay, clicked on Become a Sponsor.
And then scroll down.
There we go.
Yeah. Keep going. It's right below there. Nope, there. I forgot about the speakers. Keep going. And there you go. So any that still have the dollar amount and don't say out of stock are the ones that are available.
So I've got to load more because all of them so far are out of stock.
Yep. There's a total of 51 classes.
Yep. So class 21, all other killifish. Class 23, Goodeids. We got class 26, mollies, domestic and wild type. Class 27, all other live bearing fish. Class 31, all other catfish and bottom dwellers. Class 33, male beta splendens. Class 35, gouramis. Class 36, all other anabintoids. Someone's going to yell at me for that pronunciation. If Dr. Anthony was here, he'd be shaking his fist at the screen. Class 39, minnows, danios, rasboras. Class 40, dorsal type goldfish. And I'm sure there's a lot more here.
Not many.
There's a few more. Just a couple more I'll say real quick. So we got class 41, which is dorsalis type goldfish. 42, I-type goldfish. 43, all other freshwater fish. That looks like it's a Berkshire on there. And then we've got the photography classes, class 50 and class 51.
Yep. And that's all that's left, which, this early in the year is amazing. Thank you, everyone, for all the support.
Yeah. There was a lot of them I had to scroll past that were already out of stock, so there's only a few more chances to sponsor one.
Yep.
All right, we're about at the hour mark.
We are.
Anything else we should discuss about the Clash, or should we call it a day here?
Make sure you register. If you're able to sponsor, please do, and we look forward to seeing you.
Yep. Thank you so much, Scotty, for helping me out with the giveaway for my 400 subscribers. Thank you to all of my viewers and mods. You guys are awesome. I couldn't have done it without you. And congratulations, Rico. And I believe he gave it to Mexicali.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So send me an email, cryptkeeperaquatics@gmail.com, and I will send over the gift card to you through there. So thank you all for stopping by, and have a wonderful day.
All right. See you.
See you.